Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Chevy of Princeton to take a look at a brand new 2023 Chevy Equinox LS all-wheel drive. So let's dig in. All right, starting with the front end of this Equinox, we have LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps. We have standard bulbs for the turn signals. We have that Chevy bow tie in the middle with the silver trim, which looks nice. Functionality on the grille top and bottom. This color is Summit White, and we unfortunately have fake side air curtain vents on either side of the Equinox. I'd rather see some fog lamps in there or just smooth it out, make it body color, rather than putting in some fake vents for design. I just don't think it adds much. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, wheel and tire setup on this Equinox. We have a 17-inch silver wheel, nothing special. Standard brake and rotors, all painted silver. We have all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 65 series sidewall, 17s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Full side profile on this Equinox. I think it's a good-looking SUV. It's been in the Chevy family for quite a long time. I like the fact that even though it's a lower trim level, we are body color around the wheel wells rather than the flat black. I think that lifts it up a little bit, makes it look a little bit more luxurious. The Equinox badge on the bottom of the door there, flat black around all the windows, trims. I think overall it looks pretty nice. As we move in closer, we are flat black on the side view mirrors. We are color matched on the two door handles, front and back. We have a fuel filler cap on the left side. Up top, we're body color with a flat black shark fin antenna. I think I'd rather see that in body color. And this Equinox does not have a sunroof. All right, as we look at the back end of this Equinox, we have a very stubby roof spoiler coming off the back of the SUV. So therefore, we have that rear wiper down below on the glass. We do have standard turn signals as well on the back with standard lighting. There is no LED lighting on the back of this LS Equinox. Equinox badge on the bottom left of the tailgate. The all-wheel drive badge on the bottom right. The Chevy bow tie in the middle. And then we have flat black around the bumper area. And we have one exhaust tailpipe that comes out the bottom right of the vehicle. Okay, we are under the hood of this 2023 Equinox LS. And what are we looking at? A power plant? We're looking at a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. 175 horsepower, 203 pound-feet of torque. MPGs, 24 in the city, 30 on the highway, 26 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. We are inside this 2023 Equinox LS all-wheel drive. And before we get started with the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this Equinox cost? Well, the LS trim, all-wheel drive, the way this one is optioned, $30,080. So let's check out the interior and see what you get in an Equinox for 30 grand. Starting with the foot box, we have a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator, carpeted floor mats, the Equinox door sill in plastic. We have power seats for the driver, manual adjustment for the front passenger with gray cloth interior, some black gray inserts, nice bolstering. It's a nice look for an entry-level interior. It looks pretty nice. Door panel action, I like the two-tone look. We have soft touch up top. We have that nice black all around the aluminum door handle, and then we have the gray on the back of the door panel. We have flat black on the switchgear. I think it looks pretty good. We come over to the dash, again, more soft touch, more black and gray to contrast with the silver aluminum trim on these heat and air vents. And then as we come down, we have a nice large glove box. All right, infotainment system time. We have the entry-level GM 7-inch infotainment system. As you can see, you get the Wi-Fi hotspot, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. All the navigation will be through your phone. There's no nav built in. We have our OnStar services, Bluetooth for the phone. So some basic functions, but all necessary, nothing crazy. As we go to reverse, we have a nice backup camera, nice and clear with trajectory, no issues there. As we come further down, here are our music controls and volume knobs. We have our engine stop start off, four-way hazards. Down further, we have standard heat and air, no climate control. Coming down below, we have a USB-C, a USB-A, an aux jack, and a 12-volt. No wireless charging pad. A nice area for change. Coming here, we have our all-wheel drive button on-off. We have the gear shift right here with the Chevy bow tie, which is a nice touch to go up and down the 6-speed automatic. 2 cup holders. The Chevy key fob, pretty simple. Unlock, lock, panic button. Chevy bow tie on the back, nice weight. Another little storage area here, a fairly hard center armrest, and then we open that up. We have a nice area for storage and a removable tray. All right, Chevy steering wheel. We have soft touch on the steering wheel, flat black on the switchgear, a fairly plain steering wheel, Chevy bow tie on the horn button, some silver trim around it, which lifts it a little bit. On the left side, you have your cruise control. On the right, you have your telephone and voice commands. On the stalks here, you have your bright light controls here and your obviously turn signals. And then we have our front and rear wiper on the right stalk. This is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Bottom left, we can brighten and dim the dash, or we can set our headlights for where we want them. As we come in to the dash, we have a combination of analog and digital. We have analog gauges for your speedometer and tachometer, coolant temperature and fuel level. We then have a smaller display in the center, which will go through other information that you may want to take a look at. Average miles per gallon, range to tank, tire pressures, those sorts of things. But it's a nice, simple, and easy to read dash, and you can't ask for more than that when you're getting into the Equinox as a model. All right, overhead console action. Don't have a lot of switches up here, but if you open and close the door, we do have LED interior lighting in this Equinox LS, which is a nice touch. Close the door, it goes off eventually. We have our SOS button, our OnStar button right here. We have our sun visor with vanity. Comes off. Does it slide all the way back? Yes, it does, to block out the sun from the side. Very nice. All right, we are now in the back of this Equinox, and there's a lot of room back here. Obviously, this is a 2-row compact SUV. Nice headroom, nice shoulder width room. Seat is set for my driving position. Plenty of knee room, Nice consistency of design front to back. I get the same looking door panel, even though the materials are not exactly the same, with a little bit more use of hard plastic rather than soft touch. But overall, I like the consistency of design, and it carries through on the seating as well. All right, the rear center console, we have 2 heat and air vents, and then we have 2 USBs for connectivity in the back, which is nice. We don't have a seat pocket behind the driver, but we do have a seat pocket behind the front passenger for the rear seat. And then as we slide over, we'll take a look at the armrest, pull it down, cloth armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders, nice, but I just like the way this design is all the same throughout the back as it is in the front of the Equinox. All right, we are now at the back of this Equinox to check out the tailgate area. And so here we go. This is not a electric tailgate, so when you come up right underneath the Chevy bow tie, there is a button. You hit that, you hear it click, and you just pull it up. It is light. And what do you have? You have a nice area, a nice space for suitcases, roller bags, whatever you want to do to get away for a week or so. It is very, very nice. As we come underneath, we have a storage area in here. As you can see, this comes with the wheel locks, and we have paperwork in here. Underneath that is a spare tire. So thank you, Chevy, for including that. We do have tie downs here in the back as well. And then we do have a 12-volt for power back here as well. So that's a nice touch by Chevy. And then to get the back row down is really easy. All you have to do is push the button up and pop them forward, and off they go. Nice and easy. Now nice and flat, a lot more space, so a really easy mechanism to use, and they snap down once you release them too. You don't even have to give them a push, so I like that. Here is the window sticker for this 2023 Equinox LS all-wheel drive, so feel free to pause the video, zoom in, see everything that's optioned into this Equinox, and now let's take it out for a spin. All right, we are in this Equinox LS, the entry-level trim in the Equinox model line. So this is what you get when you break into the base trim. Base trim price before options $29,595. This one's MSRP is $30,080, which means this barely has any options on it at all, except for the package that gets you the LED headlights and a couple other things. So it is pretty darn base in this Equinox. And you know what? Not everybody wants to spend tons of money on a top trim vehicle. So, you know, some people need to get into a vehicle if they need the size. They need to get into a vehicle that at not such a high price point, something that they can afford, because people obviously don't want to overstretch themselves. So here is an option for your compact SUV market, 2 rows. You got cloth seats. You have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. You got USB-A's, USB-C's set up inside the car so you can run your nav through your phone. You have good visibility out the front windshield, out the side glass, and out the rear window. It is quiet. It is well damped. Now the interior materials are obviously cheaper and because this is an entry-level trim, so you're going to get a lot more plastics, some soft touch material, but a lot more plastics to the touch and to the feel, because obviously it's GM and Chevy have to cost cut to get this SUV to this $30,000 price point, so something's got to give. So you can't expect a whole lot of fancy whoop-de-doo stuff in here when you're looking at a base model compact SUV. So that being said, the engine, nice and strong. I love the fact that we have a 6-speed automatic in here and not a CVT. Some of the competition at this price point is going to give you a CVT, not in this Equinox, so I like that quite a bit. This transmission is smooth. The engine, no problem getting this SUV up to speed. This 1.5 liter turbocharged 4. It gets halfway decent gas mileage. You're going to probably get about 26 miles per gallon combined, or maybe a little bit more or less. We'll find out on this drive how we're going to do here to give you an idea. But overall, it's nice. I don't have a sunroof. Oh well, you know, you can option in a power sunroof if you want to option a power sunroof if you have to have one. I never used one. I mean, I get one in every car that I buy because if you want to resell it, most people want a sunroof, but I never use mine. So for me, not having one is no big deal. I like the interior LED lighting, which is part of that LS optional package, along with the LED headlights, which I think is most important. The thing that this is missing is the safety technology, which I think even in a base model should be in every vehicle. There's no blind spot monitoring. There's no lights for your blind spot in the side view mirrors. There's no lane keep assist. There's no traffic sign recognition. There's no pre-collision braking. You got to go up in trims to get that technology. And frankly, I think automakers should be putting at least a couple of things, maybe the blind spot and maybe your pre-collision alarm in here, no matter what the trim level is, because I think those are basic safety needs for every car now, and I wouldn't be surprised if the government starts mandating that sooner than later, rather than tying these safety technology features in with a a trim level. But overall, it is a pretty nice compact SUV on the, at the entry-level side. The big competition for this Equinox is the Kia Sportage. That one with the big redesign for 2023 is going to be tough for this one to beat. The Sportage is an awfully attractive looking vehicle. They made it longer, they made it wider. So Equinox is going to have its work cut out for it. But if you're a Chevy person or a GM person and you're looking for that GM compact SUV, I think you need to put Equinox on your list. At least to take a peek at, give it a test drive, see what you think. But I think it's better than I was expecting as far as how it drives and what you get here on the interior in the base model. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Is it great? No. Is it a competent car for this segment? Yes. So that's how I feel about it. Let me know what you think in the comments about this 2023 Equinox. Is this something you would look at? Or are you just going to jump right over, and go with Kia Sportage or one of the other brands in this compact SUV segment, which is very, very competitive? Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to thank Ciocca Chevrolet of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this vehicle for a review today. I'd also like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.